Hey. Yo, Ethan.
Hello.
Hey. Is Brandon online?
He is not.
No? Oh. Sorry, I just got I got on super late.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah. Oh.
How was your day?
It was kind of crazy busy, and okay, it took me a while to get online because I fucking lost my badge, and now I'm trying to find it, and I don't know, I don't want to ask my manager hey, I lost my badge,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want him to be frustrated. I don't think he'll be upset, but I don't know, just want to find it. But anyways, yeah, my day's been alright, I guess. Not the best. Just people being people.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Um. Oh no. You know, it's work. It's been crazy busy because it's the day before Valentine's Day, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow is just gonna be as much bad or as
People
bad
coming
as
in,
today.
getting candy and stuff.
It's
Yeah.
okay. You know.
You know what? No, tomorrow won't be as bad.
Why?
Because, you'll be going in at 3, and, most people will be coming in and just getting some last minute shit, and then after about, 4 or 5 o'clock, you're gonna be slow.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, but, I don't know. So, I'm just I don't know if I should really consider this, but I'm really cool with one of the coworkers there. She's a little bit older than me, not a little bit, but she's older than me, but she's really, really freaking cool. We get along like an innocent, we're just really I don't know, I like her, I like working with her, but I was telling her yeah, it's getting a conspiracy here, and I don't know, I'm trying to find a different place to be employed at, and she was well, they have this she knows this other coworker that I don't work with because he works night shift, so I don't see him, but she's cool with him too. And then he asked her if she would be interested in working in okay, let me go find the link that she sent me, but it's a private owned company, but when I go to Indeed, I went to go look up this specific it's this specific company, and they didn't really have a lot of information, or they didn't really specify what they really do. And thank you whoever just did that. But yeah, so like anyways, so this company, what they do is like they kind of like do intel,
Mhm.
like undercover intel, their social media. So like you're working like in an office and you're kind of like investigating like, um, I guess kids who get abused, like physically abused, um, and I didn't know specifically what they do, but they just monitor and like go through like security cameras, and
Oh, really?
they pay like pretty good. But the thing is like it's like 8 weeks of training. There's like supposedly like it's like vigorous training, and there's like no like I can't call out within those 8 weeks. I guess that's the time period of like probation period.
Mhm.
Um, but anyways, yeah. So I went to go look up the company, and they didn't really specify like what they really do. But from what she was telling me, from what she reiterated, is that they do like, I guess like monitoring or security. It's more like security. Um, it's like you have to have like a Facebook account,
Mhm.
and then like you look through like, I guess like pages like of people, or like you try to find evidence of,
Oh,
you know what?
maybe it's like for finding maybe like scammers and like phishing accounts and stuff like that.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I don't know if I should take the offer. Um, they paid like much more than what they pay me now, and the thing is like, if I'm going to school, this
Mhm.
place that I am considering working at, they won't be able to work around my schedule. So that's one thing I have to consider. But it's just like
Right.
things that like I don't know if the job description really, what's posted on Indeed, matches to what they really do.
Mhm.
Um, because I've
Well,
worked where like, yeah,
what if you just go in for the interview and then, you know, if you don't like what you hear, you don't have to take the job, you know?
true, true, yeah. Well, well, just today was okay, I guess. It's just like, you know when people like have problems and they try to blame it on other people? Like,
Yes.
okay, like it's not my fault that your card is declined, or your card is bent, and then you're getting frustrated at me, or like you're buying a whole bunch of shit when you know that it's going to be busy and there's a long line, and you decide to like get a whole bunch of shit and then ask for like to lower the price even though it's already on sale, and you get upset at me saying, "Oh, I'm late. I'm gonna be late. I'm like 10 minutes late." I'm like, "Well, whose fault is that? Like, it's not my fault. Clearly, you don't have really good time management. Um, you know, it's not my fault that like you're, you know, like you can't. Like, it's not my fault that you're late because you were too incompetent to like understand how like, I don't know, maybe I'm just perfectionist, but it just like grinded my gears because this lady was upset at me, and
Mhm.
like I'm not gonna lie, I did a mistake. I did something to where like I wasn't scanning something right, and then like I scanned something. I scanned the quantity of what the item was um, more than
More
what
than there
she
actually was.
purchased, and then like, because
And
the
then you
system is
tried to
like,
pocket the change, you sneaky rat.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I know exactly how that
yeah,
goes.
yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then like she got upset because like it wasn't as the price wasn't lowered as much as she wanted it to be, and she paid cash. So I knew what, like, I felt like she was like trying to, like, I guess, like, how would I say, like, she was trying to, I don't know how to word it, my brain's so overworked right now, but it was like she was trying to get more money by returning an item than what she has already paid, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like an investment by returning an item and then asking for a price change on it, you know? And
Right.
yeah, and then like she had the audacity to be upset at me. She's like, "Well, I'm gonna be late. I have to open up a restaurant." And in my head, I'm like, "I don't fucking care. Like, you're the one that
I have to open up a restaurant? What the fuck?
And then I'm like, "Well, it's not my fault that you decided to come here on the day before Valentine's. On the day before Valentine's." When you clearly see a whole fucking line that's like stretched like all the way to like the fucking photo lab, and then like you come over here, and then try to complain to me that, oh, well, like, yeah, like she, like, oh yeah, she was upset because like my shift manager and I are like pretty cool with each other because he's really chill. Like, he doesn't really give a fuck about like anything, to be exact. Like, he does, but not really. So like we get along that way. Like, we do our jobs and we don't like take it too seriously. But yeah, and like she was like telling my shift lead like, oh yeah, like she like did this and that. And I'm like you're saying that you're late and you're already here like trying to like add more fuel to the fire. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, like, I don't know. It's just like annoyed me. Even though I didn't show it, but it like freaking annoyed me. And then like I have like a lot of people like don't even know their zip code. Like, I don't know how like you even like have the like brain capacity to even know how to drive from point A to point B from here to like Walgreens and not know your zip code. Like, how do you not know your zip code? Oh, I don't know my zip code, but can I still get a discount? I'm like, no, we have to have confirmation that you live in this area to get your zip code, because that's where our Walgreens is located. So we need to know like that you live in this area, or whenever like you register to get like points, because you know how every time you shop like at Walgreens they accumulate the points, and so once they accumulate, like you get some like, I guess like a couple of dollars off, you know, and before like you register to get those points, you have to like put in your information and then your zip code, just so like nobody else can use your account, you know, because somebody could just steal your account and then know your zip code and like use your points. So it's just for security purposes. But people don't know that, so like I don't know how, but like they just don't remember their zip code. And I don't understand like they move around a lot, but like you have 3 more tries for the zip code until it goes through. And some people don't even know. Like, I don't know, like if I moved a lot, like, and I registered for like an account, I would have remembered which zip code it was. But people don't know that, and it was just like, I don't know, it aggravates me. And like they ask the most dumbest things, like, oh, can I return a pregnancy test?
That is gross.
I think I told you that before, but yeah.
Yeah, you did.
And then like yeah, this like lady was trying to like exchange like makeup, but she already like used it, because I could tell it's already been open. And she got upset because like she didn't have the receipt, so there was like no proof of her like purchasing the items, you know. And she didn't even have her card with her Walgreens card. So I was like, okay, like this is so fucking retarded. Like, she just, I don't know, you know, like just people, like you're fighting over something that won't mean shit to you in 10 years. Like, you're fighting over like a piece of fucking like liquid to cover your face with, and then like you're gonna be upset because you feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like people like this shit won't matter to you, you know what I mean? But people like think that it matters to them a lot. I don't know. It just, I guess, you know, but sorry, I didn't mean to like throw all my
no. We have this woman who regularly comes in, and like, if you do anything to this woman, she just like will say something about it.
Really?
So she comes to the line, and she knows that we know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it's to the point where we can like we know what she's gonna get. She's gonna get a TKY on multigrain every single time.
Uh-huh.
And so you know, we remember that part about her.
Mm-hmm.
But like the other day, my manager. Okay, so we have these questions we're supposed to ask. Hey, do you want to try our skinny pear? Hey, do you want to try our new skinny pear? Do you want to try our chicken pot pie soup? Would you like avocado with that? Would you like mushrooms or bacon? Would you like any mayo, mustard, or hot peppers? Would you like any other toppings? And she,
yeah.
like these are the things we're supposed to ask you. And my manager asked her, you know, the normal questions: mayo, mustard, hot peppers. He knows what she's going to get on her sandwich, but he's got to ask those questions. And she says to him, "You need to stop asking me that."
Okay.
And it's just like that's what we were supposed to do. Regardless of whether or not we know your face whenever you come in or whatever, it doesn't automatically mean that we are going to remember all of your toppings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some dude who I saw once came in and said, "Okay, I'll just get my usual," and I was like, "And what is that?" You know?
Yeah. Like, you have a whole bunch of people coming in. It's not like you're going to, like, remember every single thing that they order. But you also have to be, like, just for, like, to be specific. Because you don't want to, like, get them the order of that's the usual. And then you think that's what
and then they change their mind.
Yeah, or, like, they say, oh, it's wrong. Like...
Yeah.
To be specific, you know, I mean, I know what you mean. Like, you have to be specific or ask us questions.
And this one time, okay, so we have this seasoning, which it has salt, pepper, and oregano in it. Mm-hmm. Most people, if you put it on their sandwich, they wouldn't even notice. Mm-hmm. I'm making this woman's sandwich, first time I've ever met her, and she tells me her toppings, and I accidentally throw seasoning on there at the end, and she says, I didn't ask for seasoning. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, ma'am. Here, I'll go remake your sandwich right now. And instead of just letting me fix the problem, she decides to bitch at me about it and tell me that she doesn't have enough time.
Yeah, like time to like what she's saying, that like she's
like you've got time to bitch at me, and the time that we've sat here arguing, I could have already had your sandwich to the oven and remade the way you wanted it. And like that sandwich cost us probably like less than $2 to make.
Yeah. But no, I decided to go to a sandwich shop, and then, like, if it doesn't go my way, I want to argue about it just to waste time and blame it on somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, like, and, like, you have to talk to them as, like, they're retarded, you know, like, it sounds really bad.
No, okay. So the worst part is like, some people will come in and, like, I guess they think that they're being very attentive or whatever, So you'll ask the question, and then okay, so you'll say, "All right, would you like any mayo mustard or hot peppers on there? Because we need to put those first, because otherwise, like, it sort of messes things up."
Yeah.
And they'll be like, "Nah, can I get mayo, mustard, and hot peppers?" And I'm like, "Did you not just listen to what I just fucking said, you piece of shit? I just asked you if you wanted any of those things, and you just told me you wanted all of those things after telling me no."
What if you do like? Sometimes I wonder if like people just come to your job just to make you fucking suffer. Like I don't know, like if that's what they're trying to do. Like, are you that like much of a? You just want to make my life what it actually.
Look, when you come into my store, you are stepping into my territory, and so you need to like show me and the place that you've come into a little bit of respect and, you know, attention, because if I wasn't there, if my team wasn't there, you wouldn't be getting this shit in the first place.
Exactly.
I mean, yes, they would just hire somebody else, and somebody else would be in my position, but, like, you know, essentially, if there were no people there working in that store, you would not get your food.
Exactly. I heard that, like,
and then yeah, go ahead.
I heard that anyone who works in the food industry could actually spit on their food. I don't know. I heard that from somewhere. Like, I heard that, like, McDonald's do that. The McDonald's employees.
I mean, I wouldn't say that there's, like, any way for you to tell. I mean, I've never done it. Worst, we're not streaming, are we?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay. Okay, you are streaming? Well, then then I won't say this.
Do you want me to get off stream?
I mean, yeah, if we're gonna be talking for a bit.
Okay, let me get off stream.
Yeah.